AM, let's hit the throttle. Oh my God, yeah, hands going up. Let's hit the dance floor again.
Wild like.
Hello, welcome to The Wild Review. I'm The Wild Reviewer, and today I'm going to review a thing. Do you like that? You like me jumping in like that? I didn't either, it's alright. Hey! It's 2018 now! Happy New Year to all you people that watch my videos. I just forgot I don't have a name for you. And you know what? I'm not gonna have a name for you. I'm not. This year I have a lot more stuff that I'm going to be watching and looking into and maybe even make videos on. For the films that come out this year, if any catch my interest, I'm definitely going to go check those out. Television-wise, I don't exactly know what's new on television this upcoming year. I really haven't looked into that yet. I've seen Cartoon Network's lineup of what's coming up, what's going to be new. Very interesting that they're having an Adventure Time Minecraft episode. I'd actually like to see that. That seems pretty cool. Unfortunately, I have to catch up on Adventure Time because it seems that they have been airing episodes without even announcing them. So now I need to figure out what episodes I have not seen yet. Why are you doing this, Cartoon Network? Why? Now, before I get into the main purpose of the video, I want to bring up two things. First off, thank you for watching everything that I've put out in the last couple of years or so. I've been doing the Wild Review for... this year's going to be 3 years. So from the beginning up till this point, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for anybody that's stuck around watching, checking out my weird attempt for doing comedy while also reviewing stuff. I really much appreciate it. I really haven't gotten time to say thanks or do anything like that. I should do it at the end of my reviews at the end of the year after the Christmas specials, but I've just never done that. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all once again. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. It makes me one step closer to happiness and achieving my life goal of understanding the meaning of life. The second thing is I want to let you know what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks because they're going to be a bit strange, at least to you if you notice certain things in videos. Like you're going to notice I look a bit older in this one. You'll notice if I get very close I have facial hair growing. Well, in the next couple of videos, specifically the ones at the end of this month, I'm not really going to look like this. I may even look different from next week when I put up the Doctor Who review that I'm going to be making in the next couple of days to put up, so this way I could express my love and talk about this amazing sci-fi show that I'm madly obsessed with on times. So in the next 2 weeks or so, you're going to be getting a review on the new Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. And then I believe after that, we're going to have the Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle review. I saw both of those before the end of 2017. It's actually pretty cool. I got to see Jumanji on the 30th, so a day before New Year's Eve. So I got to end the year by watching a pretty good film. But you're going to hear my opinions on those two movies in the next couple of weeks. I just want to let you know that's what's going down. Those were already filmed, and now it's just a matter of me following the schedule. I have a certain schedule for the Wild Review. I understand it's a bit weird. So today is the good, the bad, and the just plain okay of 2017, which is an annual thing that I do at the beginning of each year when I start the Wild Review in a new year, where I take a look at what I found good, bad, and just plain alright, the things that I've talked about, not just stuff out of random. They had to be something that I talked about on this show. And then next week you're going to get Doctor Who, followed by Star Wars and Jumanji, and we're just going to take it from there. I don't exactly know what's going to be going on after Jumanji. I have to look, but it's probably going to be something ridiculous. That being said, let's get into the good, the bad, and the just plain okay of 2017.
Let's hit the bottom, AM, let's hit the throttle. Oh my God, yeah, hands going up. Let's hit the dance floor again.
Wild like.
Did it even have to be said? Yeah, so for the thing that I found to be the best thing that I ever talked about, in fact, the best thing I ever came across in 2017 through television was Rick and Morty. In fact, I started watching Rick and Morty early in 2017. That's when I first kind of discovered the show. My history with the show is a bit weird, and I can't remember if I talked about this part in the actual Rick and Morty video, but this is kind of my history with the show. A coworker of mine mentioned the show to me because he thought I would like it because I was really into Doctor Who. He suggested that I check this show out because it's really funny, and it's kind of the same thing as Doctor Who, but if Doctor Who was on drugs. It was based off of the Back to the Future characters, and he thought I would enjoy it. Eventually, though, I came across the pilot on YouTube. I watched it. I thought it was pretty funny, and then that was just like the end of it. I didn't know if I wanted to continue on with that. Christmas 2016 comes along, and I end up watching a bunch of Adult Swim Christmas specials, like the Robot Chicken Christmas specials, and Family Guy's Road to the North Pole, Bob's Burgers, American Dad, all those. And Rick and Morty got stuck in that huge marathon, and I decided to give it a try, and the episode wasn't exactly a full Christmas episode. Christmas is a part of that episode. The episode's called Anatomy Park. It's the third episode of the show, and I did nothing but absolutely laugh my ass off and was like, hey, I gotta check out this show more. So I started 2017 going in completely blind to what I was about to watch, which was Rick and Morty, and now, a year later, I'm a complete fan of Rick and Morty. I managed to catch up to seasons 1 and 2, which was really easy because it was only like 21 episodes. I managed to catch up before the third season premiered on April 1st, out of nowhere, at least the first episode, and I was pumped when the summer came to watch season 3, and now I'm just sitting here patiently as they make season 4, which I'm being informed they haven't even done yet. They haven't even started with it. At least that's what a news article says that my brother sent me. So that's pretty interesting, but yeah, Rick and Morty is probably one of the best things that I've seen in 2017. It is funny, it's adventurous, it's totally different from anything else that I've seen on television, sci-fi and comedy-wise. I kind of wish I was wearing the shirt, but I'm not just talking about Rick and Morty in this. Like I already said, it's probably the best thing in 2017. I give it an A+++++. Don't question the minus.
Let's hit the throttle. Oh my god, yeah, hands going up. Let's hit the dance floor again.
Wild like.
For the okay spot in 2017, I put Raven's Home. Now, I'm not going to touch upon Raven's Home as much as I touched upon Rick and Morty, because the differences with that is when I talked about Rick and Morty, I continued to watch the show. When I talked about Raven's Home, that was the last time I ever had connection with the show. I watched the first episode of Raven's Home to see what it was like, similar to what I did with Fuller House. I wanted to just see what it was like, see maybe, okay, they did this thing, let's see how it holds up, and I didn't like Fuller House. I did the same thing with Raven's Home, didn't like it. And before making the video, I made the decision that I'm not going to go into this review and talk about a show when, at this point, it's already got about like 6 to 10 episodes. I don't remember how many episodes at that time. But it's got at least a few more airings of the show, and I'm only going to talk about the one thing that I'm basing off the show from just the pilot. So I forced myself to watch another episode, and it wasn't as terrible, but it wasn't as good. I had very mixed feelings about it and saw the show in a different way. My intentional rating of it is it wasn't the worst thing I ever saw. I can understand why people will get into it. It's in the format of a family show, which I think definitely belongs on the Disney Channel. But at the same time, it's not the best thing that I ever saw. I think I expected more That's So Raven stuff in it. This is more of like, well, Raven as a kid, he's got the same powers as she does. Raven is one of those side characters now, which is basically the impression I got from the show. The show is focusing more on the kids. It's the new generation. Kids are not going to want to watch a show about the adventures of a mother. You know, they want to know what's going on with the kids because they can relate to that. They can't relate to a mom's depression because she got divorced. It's got a good heart. I see the message in the show. It seems to be fine. Again, it's not the worst. It's not the greatest, but it's also not for me. But out of everything that I've seen on the Disney Channel itself, not counting Disney XD, I think it's a good show for family. That's So Raven, however, always gonna be better though. You can't top the original. You can't. Now, what is the worst thing that I saw this year that I talked about on the Wild Review? Well, I'll be very honest with you. It took me a while to figure out exactly what I was going to put in this spot. In past years, I've seen stuff like the Titanic animated film or A Talking Cat, Little Panda Fighter, Teen Titans Go, even though that's highly produced and is a very successful show on Cartoon Network for some reason. I've seen a lot of bad things in my past years, but I was going to narrow it down to either two videos. In this spot, I was either going to put Plan B, a ripoff of the Bee Movie, or What's Up, a ripoff of Up, But thinking about it, it could also be a ripoff of Ghostbusters, because in the movie they wear Ghostbuster outfits, but they're fighting monsters, so that makes it very confusing. In the end, I ended up putting What's Up in the spot of the worst thing that I saw this year.
Let's hit the dance floor again.
Wildlife.
The main reason why that one is considered the worst thing I've seen this year, and not Plan B, is because at least with Plan B, there was some sort of story. The animation was bad. There were scenes that made me cringe a little. I didn't really enjoy it. But I would rather watch Plan B over What's Up. What's Up is absolutely horrible. I haven't seen it ever since I made that video, and I don't want to. I think stuff like that you should just avoid watching, but from what I remember of it, there was a scientist, and he brought some like French guy along with him, and his niece was a news reporter, and the little boy was adventurous and liked the monsters, like these weird monsters, and they take their house up into the jungle and they fight monsters. I think that's what the scientist was. He wasn't like he was a scientist, but he fought monsters. See how confused I'm getting? I don't know what the movie is. I'll admit this. This is the only thing I'm admitting for the movie. The design of the characters are pretty good. I'll give it that much. I like the designs of the characters. When they start moving and talking, that's when the problems start. I don't understand how stuff like this is, like, actually produced. Like, I don't know who has the minds to make something like this, consider it great, and then expect to get money off of it. I don't know. What's Up is just bad. I wouldn't say it's as bad as the Titanic movie or Teen Titans Go. It's definitely not worse as that, but it's definitely the worst thing that I've seen in 2017. That was just bad. Like, really bad. Some of the scenes went on too long. It's like it just didn't make sense half the time. It really didn't. It's not. So, that was the good, the bad, and the just plain okay of 2017. Those are my picks for what I thought was great, what I thought was really bad, and what was just plain alright. Hopefully this year I discover things not as worse as What's Up. I probably will, though. I probably will. I'm sure there are more bad rip-offs out there, because everyone wants to cash in. But that's my whole discussion, that's my whole video. Now I want to hear what you people think. This isn't regarding to anything that I've uploaded in 2017, rather just your personal opinion. What was the best, the worst, and the okay thing that you saw this year on television and theaters? What was the greatest thing, what was the worst thing, and what was the okay thing that you have personally seen? Do you agree or disagree with anything that I said? Do you agree or disagree with anything that I said in this video? Tell me in the comments, and also leave me your suggestions for whatever movie, TV show, or random thing you want me to talk about next. Thanks for watching The Wild Review. I'm The Wild Reviewer, and you just saw me discuss a thing. We're going into 2018 in a good style. Really good style. Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Make sure if you like what you see, you subscribe, like it, do whatever you want. I honestly don't care. Make sure you come back next week because it's the review that I've been waiting to do for the last 3 years but couldn't do because I was scheduling. It's Doctor Who Day! I'm talking about the Doctor Who show! It's probably gonna be a very long video because I have so many things to say about it.
Wildlife.